In the second part of Othello, Othello's love for Desdemona is very much poisoned by the insinuations of Iago. Can you tell us about how this kind of idea of poisoned love, how that leads Othello to think about Desdemona differently and also, of course, to murder her?
Right, well, as you say, when we get to the second half of the play, Othello is much more emotional and highly charged. And here we can go back to our old friend Thomas Wright, because Wright tells us that whatever emotion we feel inside actually potentiates anything that we see. So, with this in mind, Iago has been able to poison Othello's mind. So Othello looks at Desdemona and what he sees is guilt because he has been fed these lines by Iago. So he becomes more and more irrational around this idea of her guilt. And his emotions just build and build. So for us, we're well aware of Iago's duplicitous nature, but it is quite shocking when we see Othello on stage cry to Desdemona, "Oh, well-painted passion." This is a woman he deeply and truly loved just a few acts previously. So for us, what we see here is Othello being influenced by Iago, and his every vision of her is tainted. So what he sees now is a highly sexualized woman, and that's where he starts muttering, "Oh, goats and monkeys." So once he starts that sort of a conversation with himself, we know that murderous thoughts are never far away.
Mm. And again, the eyes are key here in terms of
Absolutely.
Of seeing and what he believes.
Yes, because he sees and he's influenced by what he sees. So he's relying on that sense of sight to bring him truthful information. And he acts upon that information to everyone's detriment, really, in the play.